Good evening, everyone. Welcome to an extremely late Sodor Sunday. Looks like they've changed everything up a little bit from the last time we played this, considering they changed the cursor. The info screen is different, and the map. And it looks like they've got plans to work on expansions for the map in the future. If being able to do all this is any sign of that. Otherwise, though, let's get into the game.
First-class engine. Early one morning, Percy arrived back at Tidmouth Sheds, very tired. "Morning, Percy," said Thomas. "You do look tired." "Yes, I am," said Percy sleepily. "I was up all night delivering the mail. It seems like there are more letters and parcels than ever." "Heh," scoffed James. "You're only a little engine. No wonder you struggle to manage those heavy vans. Perhaps Sir Topham Hatt should give the job to another engine, or even Harold. I'm sure they could manage the work." "I can manage fine on my own, thank you," said Percy firmly.
"Perhaps," said a voice, "you could do with a little help, Percy."
It was Sir Topham Hatt, who had just arrived and had heard everything.
"James, you think another engine should help take the mail. I think that's a very good idea, and I'm sure Percy wouldn't mind the lighter workload for a while."
Percy was pleased, and James looked smug. That was until Sir Topham Hatt continued.
"I'm assigning both you and Percy to tonight's mail run. You can help him collect all the letters and parcels that need to go to the mainland."
James was horrified. "But, sir," he protested, "I'm supposed to be taking the express in the morning, and I can't do that if I've been busy all night pulling the mail train."
"I'm sure Emily wouldn't mind taking the express in your place, James," replied Sir Topham Hatt. "Now, the decision is final, so I'll hear no more about it."
And Sir Topham Hatt turned and walked away. Later that night, James and Percy had collected their mail vans and were waiting for them to be loaded at Knapford Station. Percy was trying to explain to James what he had to do, but James was taking no notice. "James, you must remember to collect all the bags of mail at each station," explained Percy. "Sometimes the mail will arrive by road, so you have to be patient and wait for the van to arrive and be loaded into your train before you leave." But James was too busy thinking about getting back to his shed and waking up to pull the morning express. Just then, the guard's whistle blew, and the two engines set off. "Good luck, James," said Percy. "I'll manage fine, thank you," James grumbled. "Silly Percy, thinking I can't manage a few bags of mail. It can't be that difficult." Right, let's get all this mail loaded into the vans. Then we can be on our way. That's all the mail from this station. Let's get going. The sooner we finish collecting all this mail, the sooner I can get back to my shed.
Even if it comes at the cost of not doing the job. Well, I didn't realize I had my mic down a little bit there. My mic up, rather. But James wants to get the job done, no matter what quality of work he's leaving in his wake whenever he gets the job done. It looks like the station master is waiting for us.
Hello, James, said the station master.
Some of the mail arriving by road has been delayed, so you'll need to wait for it to arrive. In the meantime, here is the rest of the mail for you. Bother,
muttered James.
This is sure to make me late now. Come on, driver. We can't afford to be late.
pull away without waiting for the rest of the mail to arrive. You don't want to be late.
Wait, James, wait, called the station master. But James didn't stop. He was determined not to be late and wanted to prove he was better than Percy.
He's leaving the job half done, which is worse than not doing the job at all. Considering it means Percy's going to have to double back and pick up the pieces. What a foolish, overcooked sausage he is. But it'll more than likely be a short Sodor Sunday tonight, only an hour long. And I'm gonna blow through the station. Oh wait, this isn't Gordon or Emily. This is James. I'm not gonna blow through the station.
As James arrived at Marron Station, the station master ran up to him, looking rather upset. "James," he said, "I've had a phone call from the station master at Wellsworth, and he tells me that you didn't wait for the mail to arrive by road." James felt foolish. "Now," continued the station master, "we have arranged for the mail to be brought here. So please, can you wait for it to arrive? It's vital that this important mail reaches its destination on time." This time, James listened carefully, and suddenly an idea came to him. "If I deliver all the important mail," he thought, "then I'm sure that Sir Topham Hatt will say I'm really useful. Maybe even more useful than Percy." "Don't worry, sir," said James to the station master. "I promise I'll wait for the mail to arrive and make sure it gets to the mainland in time." "That's a good engine," smiled the station master. "The mail won't be long now, so you'll soon be on your way again." So James waited for the mail to arrive. He didn't have to wait long. He heard a car horn coming from nearby. and then watched as a red post van pulled into the station car park. Soon the important mail was loaded, and James puffed quickly away. He was determined to make up for lost time, but was even more determined to prove that he could be as patient as Percy.
We're now headed to Kronk Station, or Kronk Platform, rather. I wonder if I get Kronk and Kronk. Weird thought. And then we're headed to Kildane. Which isn't that far. So I should probably keep it to 50. Or 40 rather. Roll. There was some chugging that had nothing to do with the trains. And now I can push up to top speed, considering this one's far. But good evening, everyone. We're now heading towards Telegraph Station. I glitched? Yeah. Gotta reload checkpoint. This next one's about 2 miles out. Almost 3 miles out. So we're gonna have to pick up the pace. This is going to be a short stream this time. A short Sodor Sunday. Just to get back into the swing of things, and because I'm tired. It's been a long Sunday. I'm sorry if that disappoints a lot of you who enjoy this series. But it's been a long Sunday, and I'm tired.
Just one more stop to make. Then we are finished for the night.
Couldn't put it better myself. Never been this way before. We're headed to Ballahu platform, huh? But Sodor Thunder will be going again at its usual time. Of 2 next Sunday, hopefully. Provided nothing else is occurring that Sunday. This has proven to be a long run of the line. The view's nice for it being in the middle of the night. And this idiot's headlamp keeps going off. Every time we come to a stop, which isn't helping. Oh, there's Henry's tunnel. Really wish this idiot had kept his light on. At least I can see going through that tunnel. And I should probably start slowing down. And Percy's already here. Yep.
James arrived at Vickerstown Station and was feeling pleased with himself. He had collected all the mail and tried his best to make up for lost time. Percy was already there waiting for him, and so was Sir Topham Hatt. James was worried what he would say about him not being patient and waiting for the mail. "Ah, there you are, James," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I've heard from several of the station masters that you've done a good night's work," Sir Topham Hatt smiled. "I've also heard that there was a small incident at Wellsworth Station," he added. "But you put things right and have made sure that all the mail arrived on time. You have once again proved to me that you are a really useful engine, and a first-class one at that." "Well done, James," puffed Percy excitedly. James felt so proud, he thought his boiler would burst.
Yeah. play a few of the lesser time trials, and then I think I'll end the stream there after an hour. I will be doing a much longer one next Sunday. It's just this has been a very, very long day. A very, very long day. So I'll go to 11:15 at the latest, and then I'll call the stream there. It's not like anything exciting is going to happen. Not as if I'm racing Hot Wheels down a grease-covered track or anything. Isn't it a bit late for night flying? Load the checkpoint. Let's see. Because there wasn't anyone there. I've got to back up into the station. Back up into the station. Back up into the station. But first I gotta hurry up and wait. Unfortunately. Did he fall? Did he fall asleep with the switch or what? Or am I gonna have to go out and do it by? I'm gonna have to go out and do it by. Is there no switch to do it by hand? There should be a switch to do it by hand. Well, this is being really stupid. There is no danger. You're just lying again, game, as usual. Yeah, you're just being a lying sack, as usual when it comes to missions like those. But it's close enough to time, so I'm calling it here. Next time on Sodor Sunday, it will be an official, actual long stream, hopefully. Until then, though, this is Normal Game 99. I will see you all next time. Peace.